Are we live? I think we're live, right? Alright, so let me know if you can hear me. Hi everyone. Hi. So, this is new for me. I'm filming myself and I'm going to record my digital art. So I'll wait for some people to tune in and then we'll start. I have your comments here on my phone. So I'll be reading the comments and drawing at the same time. I hope it will work out. Hi everyone, hi Minnie, hi Jennifer. Hi Kashia. I really hope I'll say all your names right. Alright, so let me know if the audio is loud enough. I did put some background music in the background now, but I feel it's really distracting, so I might turn it off. Alright, so I'll wait for a bit for you guys to tune in and then I'll explain what I'll be doing today. Yeah, I'm going to shut off the music because it's so distracting. Wait. Right, that's better. Ryzen says, I should be working on a project for school, but this is totally more important. Well, thank you. It isn't, but if you want to watch this will also be very interesting, I hope. Alright, so a lot of people have tuned in, so I'll explain what I'm going to do. As you can see here on the screen, I have a Photoshop in front of me. I am going to do some digital art today. Digital art is not my expertise, so I'm not super good at it and I want to get better at it, so I thought, why not use this live streaming opportunity to do some digital art. I want to do a landscape of snowy mountains in Photoshop, so yeah, the chance that I'll fail is so big. But hopefully you'll find it interesting to watch, and if you know a lot about Photoshop, feel free to give me tips because I'll probably need them. Hi Pumpkin Spice. Hi Billy Rock. Hi Jana. Also, if you have any questions, let me know. I will read your comments while I'm working. So I'm using this pen. I'm drawing on an XP 22-inch drawing tablet. So XP sent me this tablet about 1 year ago and I've been using it every day ever since. I love it. So I'm directly drawing with this pen onto the screen, which you'll see here. So I'll show you the reference photo that I got. I found this reference photo on Pixabay. I needed a photo that was quite simple, but I also wanted something with a shadow in it and a nice contrast, so I found this. And I think I'll be able to do this. Let's see how it turns out. Let me know if you want to see the reference in the corner on screen somewhere, or if I should put it away. I'll be looking at the reference while I draw. Oh, dankjewel. Moet ik dan Ryzen zeggen of Riesand? Alright, so I'll probably get some Dutch comments as well, so I will try to switch between Dutch and English. Let's go ahead. So I'm going to start off with creating a new layer. And I'll be working on separate layers to make it easy for myself. And I'll have to pick a brush. So I got Aaron Blaze's custom brushes. Aaron Blaze is one of my favorite digital artists and artists in general. And I got his brushes for about $5. And he has very nice pastel brushes. So I think I'll be using one of those. This one's pretty nice. That one's pretty nice as well. Let's see. Oh, that's too big. I like this one as well. Just trying out some different brushes to see what I like most. I want to create a bit of a natural effect and not really that obvious digital effect. So I'll try to keep it somewhat natural by using natural brushes. No, I think I'm going for this one. Yeah. So I started working in Photoshop about 6 months ago and I haven't mastered it. So I don't know all the buttons and all the shortcuts. I'll just be drawing manually and see how it turns out. Oh, thank you, Abigail. I hope you guys like the digital art thing. When I started my YouTube channel, I did a lot of digital art, but I stopped doing it. And the last digital painting I made was probably 1 year ago, so I haven't done a lot of that anymore on my channel. So I hope you'll like it. I'm going to start out with the sky. So as you can see, the sky is pretty blue. So I'm going to try to recreate that. It is pretty dark at the top, and then here on the bottom it's a little bit lighter. So let's get started. I'm going to choose the colors manually as well. I'm not going to pick them to sample them based on my photo. I'm just going to pick them manually and see. Bit lighter. That's better. So when recording digital art, I don't need a camera, so that's why I can use my webcam now to record my face. When I'm live streaming my usual traditional work, I only have one camera, so that's why I've never tried filming my face and my traditional drawings at the same time. Just because I only have one webcam, and new webcams are pretty expensive. Let's see. think I'm just going to draw it all the way towards the bottom. Bigger brush. And my file is 300 dpi, so it's pretty big, so I hope the live stream can handle it. I've never live streamed digital art before, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Alright, and then the mountain starts somewhere there, so I don't need to draw the whole area blue. Let's make the top area slightly darker. I think I'm going to take another brush. Might be going for that one. No, I don't like that one. So how am I going to smudge this and make it look blended? Maybe I can try something else. Let's try oil. Oh, that's really painterly. So the chance that I'll mess this up is so big. But it's actually really fun. Abigail asks, what tablet are you using? I'm using an XP pen 22 HD. I think that's what it's called, I'm not sure. I want to get a very painterly effect. A little bit lighter at the bottom. I'm going to try to make it look like an oil painting. So I'm now using an oil brush, an oil painting brush. For those who didn't see my reference photo, here it is. This is the reference that I found on Pixabay. Wow, on my mobile, the blue looks so blue. I think I need to make it a little bit lighter. I do want to make this nice and blended. Oh. Oh, I'm such a noob with Photoshop. Don't know if it was a good idea to try this on camera. Maybe I can get a nice result. So let me know what kind of drawings you'd like to see tomorrow. I haven't thought of anything yet tomorrow, so just let me know what you'd like to see and with what material. Maybe a little bit of a lighter color now. Oh, hi, it's Starlight. Thank you for your compliment. And welcome to my channel. How do I make this blend? Alright, I don't want to make this live stream too long, so I'm going to try to complete this painting hopefully within 1 hour. Let's see how I'll do. I would like to see a reptile, and I always have problems with the scales. Yeah, reptiles are interesting. I don't draw a lot of them, and they're not really Christmassy, but I'll definitely remember it for someday. Do you experience any buffering? I think the connection went off just now, but I think everything is good again. How do you also draw human anatomy? No, I don't really. I didn't really find it interesting. I never really found it interesting, so I didn't practice it. So I'm not good at human anatomy. Maybe if I practice, I will be good at it, but it's not something that is that much within my interest. So that could come someday, but at the moment I'm not good at human anatomy. Alright, let's start off with the mountains. I don't mind that there are a few streaky areas. I think it looks nice. So I'm not going to do too much work on this sky anymore. I am going to draw the mountains on a new layer, so I'll click new layer. Then I'm going to be drawing there on layer number 2. So the mountains are white, but not really white. I think I'm going to get a... Let's do a beige first. And I'm going to switch back to the chalk brush. Let's see, where is it? I think I'm gonna go for this one probably. Let's see how that looks. Oh, it doesn't show up. I think that's because of the oil. Well, let's continue with the oil then. Such a noob at this. Oh wait, I'm totally on the wrong thingy. Okay, now I'm good. Let's go for that one. Yep, now it works. Alright, going to try and draw the mountain. Let's see if I can get the shape right. It doesn't need to be completely exact. Just going for something similar. Let's just do it like that. Adjusting the shape a bit more. Now I'm going to color the whole thing in just to have a base layer. So this is actually a very light beige, a bluish beige. It's not white. And I'll always be able to adjust the shade of this color later on. I just want to get in that shape. Is the audio a little low? Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. What are you drawing? I am drawing a landscape, a snowy mountain. I can show you the reference photo. It's this one that I found on Pixabay. And I'm going to try to recreate it. But if I can do it, I'm not sure. Okay, so now I want to add in, let's add in all those rocky textures, those brown textures. I think I'm going to lock this layer. Let's see if I can do that. This is locked. Oh. Now I'm just going to leave it like that. Going to select a brown. And I'm going to add that. Going to do that on a new layer. Don't forget to work on several layers. Then you can very easily delete an area if it's necessary. I'm going to add in those rocky textures that I see. Maybe switch to another brush. Let's do that one. Do you know Anne Rombouts? No, I'm not sure. Never heard of her. Oh wait, I hope I'm on screen. Yeah, now I'm on screen. And I think I'm just going to copy what I see. Just copying the textures of this mountain. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thanks for joining. Good night. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to what I'm good at, which is normal drawing on paper. But I actually really enjoy digital art as well. I'm just not as good at it because I have to practice more. So these are just the base tones, and later I will add the shadows and the highlights. So right now it looks really flat, but I'm going to adjust that later on. I just want to get those textures in. So these are the rocks. Why do you not buy a drawing tablet for PC? Well, that's what this is. I'm drawing on a drawing tablet which is connected to my PC, so I think that's what you mean. Doing digital art is so good for your ability to work with colors. If you want to learn to work with color, I would really advise to get some kind of drawing program or an iPad, and on that you can really practice working with color without having to spend money on expensive pencils. Continuing to draw rocks. Yes, Wolf TV, these are mountains. I'm glad you can see that. That means that I've kind of already accomplished my goal. Oh, yeah, I'm working with a mouse, but I'm also working with this. Let's see if you can see this. This is my drawing pen, but I'm also using my mouse. But for all the manual drawing things, I use this pen. Let's see where there are more rocks. Shall I put the image on screen somewhere? not possible. Whoops. And then I'll keep dragging it to my other screen when you want to see it. And I'll try to follow the structure of the mountains. I really want to learn how to paint. So I've been thinking about trying to get into painting, but I haven't taken the time yet to actually start. But this is a really good way to sort of paint. Oh, thank you, Rob. That's a nice compliment. I don't think I'm that beautiful. Actually, I'm so nervous to put my face out there on screen because I never really liked how I look. And then over here we have mostly trees. I think I'm going to put those in with a different color. Let's put in some final rocks. Yeah, the confidence is coming. I already have a lot more confidence than I used to have. Okay, and let's leave it like this for now. Let's make some of the rocks a bit darker to get some value in there. Trying to work fast because I don't want this to be too tedious. I tend to go in too detailed right away and I need to build this up in layers. Can you already see a mountain in it? I hope you can kind of see it. It does look a bit like a mountain. Someone is having a bad cough. Yes, that's my dad. His workplace is near mine, next to mine, so yeah. When he's having a cough or putting up his music, I always hear it, which can be kind of annoying when I'm filming or live streaming. Oh, hi Monica. Alright, let's put in some trees. The trees are rather green, a bit of grayish green. So I think I'm going for a very muted green color. Let's do that. Adding a new layer. Then I'm going to add the trees. Taking a bit bigger brush. Well, let's see if I can kind of quickly add in those tree shapes. I have no idea if this is working. These are trees. This is just the base color for the tree, and then I can always go back in and add some more colors using upward strokes to recreate the shapes of the trees. I think my connection just crashed. My OBS just crashed. Not sure why. Oh, I think my file is too big. The file that I'm working on. That might be a bit too much for my internet connection. I see a lot of dropped frames as well. That's not good. Maybe I'll have to go transfer this file onto a smaller file. Maybe that helps. Because a buffering live stream is not a fun live stream to watch. So I'm going to see if the crashing will stop, and if it doesn't stop, I'll have to find something to resolve it. Alright, let's add these trees real quick. I'm going to work really fast now. Some are a bit smaller. Some are going up the hill a bit more. I think I missed a question. Would you rather prefer yourself as talented or skilled? In my opinion, I hate when people say that I'm talented. It makes me feel like I can just stare at a paper and draw. Yes, I'm being called talented a lot. I see it as a compliment now. But I think when people say that you're talented, it just means that you're skilled. They just want to give a compliment, and I see it that way. But I'd rather see myself as skilled instead of talented, because I only started getting good at drawing when I started practicing every day, and that was when I was about 19, 18. So I don't see myself as naturally talented, although I think I have a natural interest for drawing, which always helps. Alright, the buffering is getting real bad now. I think I'm going to try to do something about it. Maybe it's because of the two cameras as well, or the two different recording devices. That might be a bit too much for my internet connection. Yeah, my plan was to put in all the base tones first. So all the base tones for the trees and the snow and the rocks, and then to lay over the shadows later on in a new layer, and put it on multiply, and then all the colors underneath will get their shadow color. So that is what I learned by watching Aaron Blaze's live streams. So I hope it will work. At least it looks somehow a bit like a mountain. And if I can't complete it on the stream, I will complete it behind the scenes and then show you the end result later. Let's add in a bit more color variation when it comes to these trees. I want to add in some shadow. Let's create a new layer. And then taking very dark green. Let's see if I can create some very dark shadows in between some of these trees. And if it looks hideous, I'll just delete it again. Maybe a bit lighter. I'm just experimenting. I have no idea what I'm doing. And this part actually looks really bad. See if I can clean that up a bit more. Some digital artists that work on gray background so the eyes don't burn out for looking at the screen too much. Yeah, you can work on a gray background. For this one I couldn't see why, because I would be covering up the sky right away anyway. But if I would draw some kind of character or some kind of animal, I would start with a gray background because it's a very neutral color to work on. Oh, thank you, Yoni. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if I like it yet. I think it just needs a lot more layers. Okay, let's clean up this part in the left bottom area because I think it looks really ugly. So I'm going to create another layer and I'm going to add some highlights there. So I'm going to take a lighter grayish green. If you look at the reference photo, you can see that the trees are kind of grayish green with a bit of snow on it as well. So I'm going to try to recreate that. Let's see if I need another brush for that. Let's see what I have. Splatter brush, charcoal. Let's see what the charcoal does. Oh, I think I kind of like that. Let's use the charcoal brush. No, I think I need something else. Texture. I think for tomorrow's live stream I'll be doing some some traditional sketching. I'm not going to do digital art anymore, probably in the live streams. I was thinking of doing some sketch in my sketchbook, something Christmas related. So just relaxed, simple sketching. I feel like a lot of you are here for the traditional art anyway, and not really for the digital art. But I just wanted to try out and see if it would work. So let me know what your favorite material is to look at in videos. What material do you think is the most fun for a live stream or another type of video? I think pastels are always doing really good. Colored pencil probably as well. I think I'm going to finish this off after the stream. I don't think I'll be able to finish it within 2 hours. I really want to get this to look somewhat realistic, so it needs a lot more work. And this doesn't look like trees. Step-by-step tutorials of different media. Yeah, I want to do those as well. Let's see if I can find a nice subject that is Christmas related, but also a good subject for a step-by-step tutorial. So I can combine the two. Okay, let's add in some shadows because this is not going to look realistic. For the shadow, I want to do blue. A grayish blue. Something like that. And I'm going to set it to multiply. But where to do that? Oh, there. Multiply. Let's see what kind of effect that gives. That's too dark. I need something a little lighter. Let's do that. Then I'm going to take another brush. When doing multiply, all the underlaying colors are getting shadow. So that's a really nice trick. Still think it's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to pick a lighter color. And I'm going to now recreate the shapes of the shadow that I see on the reference photo. And this is hopefully going to make the drawing a lot more realistic. You can see that all the different colors are changing hue now because I put it on multiply. Yeah, I can also change the opacity of the layer. This whole area is in shadow. That shadow really changes the whole drawing. I like it a lot better now. This whole piece is in shadow as well. I think I'm going to add some pink to it. Just a little bit of pink. It's too much. And a little bit of darker blue probably, just for these darkest shadows. No, another color. Let's do a bit of a brighter blue. Oh, Control Z. Yeah, I don't know about any of these shortcuts. I'm really a noob with those technical things. So I'm doing everything manually. And I'm really bad at shortcuts and things like that. So Okay, the final thing I want to do is pull out some highlights, and then I think I'm done for tonight. I definitely need more practice with digital art. I did manage to make it look like mountains though, so I'm happy with that. Okay, final layer. This is going to be the highlight layer, and I'm going to not use white, but use a very, very bright pink. With that, I'm going to highlight some of the top of the mountain, especially here along the back. Highlight some of the areas in between the trees as well. I am really enjoying digital art, although I'm not that good at it, but I really want to try to get better at it as well. This is definitely a very good study for learning to get better with color. Let's highlight the trees. Going to highlight some of the trees. Let's see if I can use another brush for that. Oh. Still trying to find my favorite brush. I'm not sure if I have one yet. No, don't like that one. The splatter brush could work. To get some of that snowy texture in there. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure. Maybe make it smaller. just adding some highlights here and there. I hope to visit a place that looks like this. I really like mountains. So I really wish to go visit a place like this. Hopefully once in my life. Actually, on my mobile, this doesn't look so bad. But when you look at it up close, it looks really, really bad. No, I'm not drawing this with a mouse. I'm drawing this with this pen. And I'm drawing on an XP pen 22-inch drawing tablet. I think I'm going to call it a day soon. I think I've recreated the image quite well, although it doesn't look that good from up close. But I think for a study, it looks quite decent. So the most important thing is contrast. So when I added these blue shadowy parts, it changed the drawing right away. It suddenly looked so much more realistic right away, and it's just because of the difference between light and dark in the picture. Oh, hi Tammy. I'm almost done, but I'm glad you made it. Alright, I'm going to call it a day. It's so hot here in my room. Or maybe I'm just nervous. Do I want to change anything before I go? Let's give this right area a little more color. I think I'm going to add another layer and put it underneath the shadow layer. Whoa. Oh. I want a bit more color. A bit more depth as well here. Bring the opacity down. Don't really know if I like that actually. Think I like it better like this. Alright, that's it for today. I think I'm going to go to bed now. Let's take the reference image one last time and compare it. So that's a reference. How did I do? I think it looks decent. Maybe I'll do some work on it behind the scenes. Tomorrow I'll do just a normal sketch again. I think I will be sketching something in my sketchbook with graphite and colored pencil. Something Christmas related, and I probably won't do any digital art again this month, but I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely very good practice. So thank you so much for joining. Yeah, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Bye guys.